You've been told you need to post content on multiple platforms for a chance to be seen. But no one has told you what you should do to your Twitch, for your YouTube, and how to go about making those clips in the easiest way possible that makes your life easier if you are someone who is unable to find a lot of time to clip and edit videos. In this video, I will be going over tools that I use personally to get the videos out and what you could potentially do to your Twitch to make it seem more lively and active. When I'm asked to collab with someone new, I try and get a feel for how they are and who they are. One of the first places I look is their Twitch page. Now, I have gone to Twitch pages and it has been empty, nothing, which to me makes no sense. On my Twitch page, as you can see, I have the background, I have a channel trailer to give people an idea of who I am. I have my featured clips, most recent game categories, and my friends. On top of that, in my About section, it's filled with a lot more details. I have a little bit of who I am, some links to my socials, as well as all down here, I have more information about me. I have my rules. I have my links to my artists, my content schedule and commands, and so much more. Having it filled out with even just the About section and maybe some rules at least makes your channel look used and looks a lot more inviting. It isn't too hard to make a cute little bit of art for it. Now, I'm not talking about actually having your character there, but a little border with some text isn't too hard to do, and I will show you on a different website how you can do it for free. Another thing I've noticed with some people, they don't put their clips. I have gone into channels where there have been clips maybe from 2-3 years ago, but nothing recent. If I don't see a single clip from the past couple of months, my head's gonna think, hey, this person is no longer active in the streaming community. I will show you an easy way how to get clips if you cannot do it yourself. On top of that, I have gone into people's channels and there have been no recent broadcasts because they turn it off. Now, I know Twitch has a thing where if you are not an affiliate, your videos will only stay up for 7 days. Affiliates get them for 14, and partners get them for a lot longer. This does make sense if someone has taken, say, a week off and they're not an affiliate. That makes sense that they would not have a VOD. But that's where the clips come in, because if I can see, hey, this person was active within the last month or so, I at least know they're active. Another thing I would recommend you use is the scheduling system. It helps give an idea of when your streams are, what streams you're doing. If you know what stream you're gonna do that week, put it in. If you don't, and you're like me where you like to wing it, then just leave it as a random thing. Now, to get to the VOD section, go up to your profile picture in the top corner, go down to settings, channel and view, and then click on stream. This will bring up quite a lot of stuff, including store past broadcast. Make sure this is turned on. There is no reason to turn it off unless you've done something really bad or you've accidentally doxed yourself. Which, if you've done that, you can go delete the VOD. I'd also say enabling clips, which allows your followers or just people who popped into your stream to clip something for you, which makes your life easier. And if you don't like the clip that was made, you can just delete it. Another platform you really need to start utilizing is YouTube. If you are not already using YouTube to post your content, what are you doing? Now, as someone who multi-streams, my lives also get stored on here, which allows me or anyone watching me to go see my old VODs. This is definitely useful and it does allow people to get a feel for who I am before they actually come into my Twitch stream. You can also upload your shorts. These just help give people an idea of who you are. Some will do decent, others will not. But you'll never know how well something's gonna do if you don't post it. The most important part for me is definitely posting videos. So I tend to do 2 videos a week. On the days I am not streaming, so there is some sort of content being put out, I will post either a weekly highlight video, which comes out on a Monday, or a random weekly video where there's a helpful video like this, or a random funny video from a playthrough or whatever. While my views may not look good, it at least means I've interacted with 4 people, 6 people, 9 people. They've seen my content. There is a chance they will come into my stream and hang out. If you do not post content like this, you are missing out on some sort of targeted audience. People who are just scrolling through YouTube trying to find maybe a VTuber or a funny highlight reel. Maybe they're looking at a certain game like Creepy Shift. You never know what someone's gonna look at. So when they find your channel, this could be their first impression and they may really enjoy your content and then go follow you on Twitch. If you're not posting on here, you're losing out. An important thing for me on YouTube is thumbnails. This is Photopea. Photopea is a free Photoshop website. You can make quick thumbnails on here by just clicking the YouTube thumbnail side and doing whatever you need to make it yours. So I tend to go for a black background and then tend to grab my emotes and put something on there, and then I just add a bit of text that I then alter and play around with until I'm fairly happy with a basic thumbnail. Having a basic thumbnail like this shows that you've tried to do something rather than just let YouTube pick and generate a random thing. This at least shows you've tried, and I appreciate that a lot more than the other types. If you remember, I mentioned about how you can make something simple for these. It's simple, just use Photopea. Make sure to turn off the background, grab the shape tool, do a rectangle, do whatever you want with it that fits your vibes, and then with some text, just go for whatever you need. It's incredibly simple and basic in this state. It's incredibly simple and basic in this. But all you need to do is just go play around with stuff until you find something that you like, and then you're done. You can even go to custom shapes, find whatever you like. If you're a cat person, there you go. You got a little cat sat on top of your thing. You can do this pretty easily, so it doesn't need to be overly fancy. Like, I hired an artist to do mine. So they have the skills. But if you're trying to do something on a budget, this can be done in a few minutes and it will at least brighten up and make your about section on Twitch look a little bit better. This platform is the platform you really need to look into. Streamladder is a paid platform. In my opinion, it is worth it. From being able to edit from clips that are already made on your channel to being able to get something clipped for you, it is such a useful tool. All these have already been analyzed and looked through for clips by the clipping program. It is incredibly easy to use. All you need to do is look through the clips, find whatever ones you decide you like, go into edit clips, it will open it up in a new tab, and it will bring it up like this. You can then go, you can edit whatever style you want, you can add extra elements, such as these cute little bits that allow you to advertise yourself and your platforms that you are active on. You also have the titles that you can then play around with, add stars, add animations to, and as you can see with the captions, it auto captions it for you. Once you're done, all you need to do is export said clip and it will go by here. You can then schedule it So if you have a day where you are able to spend time post content, you can schedule it. Make sure to give time between each scheduled post. What you then do is just edit this to say whatever you want, as this is what it suggests. That doesn't necessarily mean it is the best. As you can see, this post to YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You can edit these individually if you know something works for one platform. I will say, just make sure you put time in between every post. What you do not want to do is post every hour, even though it's so tempting. I would say about 5 to 6 hours between each post, just to give each post a chance to run its course. What I would then recommend doing is downloading this and copying whatever title you put in. You don't need to copy the title, but it will come in handy in a later section of the video. Another incredibly handy thing about this is that if you were to go to more options, you could download horizontal. Now the horizontal clips you could then take into a video editor such as DaVinci, Filmora, Premiere Pro, whatever editing software you would prefer to use. And if you get a bunch of them, put them into the editing software, and then you have a weekly highlight video. That means you get one full-length video a week with minimum work. Now as you can see, this section by here that says clip this moment on Twitch, it's incredibly helpful. Remember how I said some people's channels look quite empty and almost like they haven't been used in a long time because there are no clips on it? This clipping tool will allow you to create a clip as long as the video is still over on Twitch. This clipping tool will go and clip it for you, so you don't have to do anything. Once it's done, it will then say view this clip on Twitch. Now, some clips may be too long for Twitch. You'll just have to ignore them. But this is so handy as it just helps make your Twitch channel look more active and alive. Remember the downloaded video we were talking about earlier? Well, this is what you can do with it. If you click New, Post, and then you upload whatever video you want, you can copy and paste the title, play with the settings of the dates, click done, and then you can customize for each network, and then you can schedule the post. Simple and easy tool, which allows you to have access to 3 more different websites. On Streamladder, it's automatically Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. But on here, you can choose whichever 3 you'd like. So I now have Facebook, X, and Bluesky. This just means instead of hitting 3 channels with one post, I'm hitting 6 channels with this one post. And the best part, Buffer is free. Having a lot of socials, especially as a VTuber where you have a lot of other information like lore, art, schedules, artists, everything, it's a lot. And that's where Card comes in. Card is another free program that you can use to make a little website that tells people about you. Now you can set up whatever you need, and a lot of VTubers use this. I don't see a lot of other streamers using this. This isn't just a VTuber only website. You as a normal streamer, you can use this. An about section, a schedule, if you've got art made for you, whether it be panels, borders, thumbnails, whatever. You can post whatever videos you want and facts about you. You don't need to post models and everything if you're not a VTuber, but you can tailor this to be what you need it to be. I hope this video has helped to give you an idea of what you can do to make your life a bit easier when it comes to creating content. Yes, some of this is behind paywalls, but if you're able to afford it, then I would recommend doing so, because all these tools are incredibly helpful. Thank you for watching this video. Bye guys!